Hello there YouTube, welcome to Showcase Watches. Today bringing you a little bit of a different video. Today I'm talking about the salesmanship that goes into watches and the branding that the watch companies use and the effort that is put into selling the product that the company is selling. And today I'm highlighting two watches which I actually own, which is the Amiga Speedmaster Professional and the Amiga Seamaster 300 1957 reissue. And I picked these two watches for very good reasons. Obviously, as you can see, the packaging on these watches is not the average everyday packaging you'd expect to see. And what I'm talking about here is the fact that Amiga goes to extraordinary lengths to help the consumer see why their product is a superior product and why they should buy their product. And Amiga are extremely proud of their heritage. And take the Amiga Speedmaster Professional, a historic watch. You can trace it back all the way to the 1950s. This is a stunning watch. Came out originally as a racing watch and ended up being approved by NASA for all spaceflight, and was of course the first watch worn on the moon on the wrist of Buzz Aldrin. Absolutely stunning watch. Then we have the Amiga Seamaster 300 from 1957. This is the reissue of that watch, a limited edition. Now this watch gave birth to the dive watch genre for Amiga. This was the first proper waterproof dive watch that Amiga ever made, and this watch gave birth to the modern Seamaster. So all the modern Seamaster and Planet Ocean and Aquaterra line that you see today all have their roots from this watch. So these are two big icons for the Amiga brand. And what Amiga have done is, because they are such icons, they have presented them in such a way. So starting here with the Amiga Speedmaster Professional, we have this beautiful hard case. We've of course got the Speedmaster logo, the Amiga Speedmaster Legendary Moonwatch written on there. We have these lovely little straps and buckles which just fasten up as so. So really nice details and nice packaging for the watch. Amiga then also, not only do they give you the little eye loom so that you can look and see the watch in greater detail, but the details don't just stop there. What they've also done is on the end of the eye loom here, they've actually got the tachometer or bezel from the Speedmaster. And these are the little details that Amiga include in their watches, and the little details that the fans of the watches really appreciate. You've also then got Amiga don't just stop there, they do give you another little compartment, and in there contains Nato straps, Velcro strap, a strap changing tool, spring bars, etc. With the Speedmaster you also get the legendary Moonwatch booklet, and in this booklet it explains to you why the watch is so famous, why it's such an icon. Obviously going back, this is the 1957 Amiga Speedmaster. This was before the Professional. Obviously these watches are icons. This 1957 Speedmaster is part of the trilogy with the Seamaster. So if you look at the Amiga Speedmaster, Seamaster and Railmaster trilogy, you will see this watch as part of it. And we've got there, a legend is born. In 1957, Amiga launched the Speedmaster. It was a fitting name for a watch whose prominent tachometric scale on the bezel was designed to compute speed. The Speedmaster has remained virtually unchanged ever since, which, you know, that is absolutely true. We've got some history about the watch. We've got the immense testing that NASA did with the watch. There was 3 different watch companies, including Rolex, had put their watches forward for testing, and only Amiga passed. Hence why the Amiga became the official NASA watch back in 1965. As we can see there, March 1st, 1965, NASA chose the Speedmaster as the official chronograph, declaring it flight qualified for all manned space missions. You don't get much more of a much better credentials than that, really. July 20th, 1969, obviously this watch, the Amiga Speedmaster, slightly different watch with a caliber 321 movement in it. that was actually one on the moon, on the wrist of Buzz Aldrin. Neil Armstrong, people often think that Neil Armstrong wore it. That's not true. It was Buzz Aldrin, as we can see Buzz there. Neil Armstrong actually left his in the command module as a timing instrument, whereas Buzz Aldrin did actually have his on his wrist. So Amiga tell you all this. Amiga tell you why their watches are what they are, and why they justify the price of them, and why they are such a quality product to buy. They really put the effort in to sell you their product. Now, coming from a sales background, I really appreciate the fact that they do this. They are selling their product to you. And it also means that their ADs sell their product to you. They will spend the extra time. We've got here a little booklet, and this isn't just an average, little flick booklet. This is a substantial booklet for the leather strap, and on here for the metal strap, and all the instructions of how to change the straps over. This is quality. This is absolute quality in the product and what they're selling. If I put the Speedmaster to one side a moment, and just bring into shot the Seamaster. So we'll just do a quick changeover and bring the Seamaster in there, and we'll pop the Speedmaster to the side. So we look at the Amiga Seamaster. This is the Seamaster 300, 1957 reissue, 39mm. I've just actually reviewed this watch, so check out my other videos and you will see it, the full watch review. Same story. So Amiga have done this beautiful retro box, beautiful quality with the vintage Amiga logo, not the modern. This is the vintage. Inside we've got the Amiga, the high precision. We've got the lovely corduroy interior of the box, absolutely beautiful. Of course, we've then got the watch on display. We've got all the usual outer packaging. We've got the usual warranty card, the card pouch with all the different cards in, the Amiga Seamaster 300 limited edition booklet, and in this booklet, this also, same as the Speedmaster, shows you why their product is superior and why their product is worth the money and the efforts that Amiga have gone to make the watch what it is. So this particular Seamaster, there was a CAT scan, sort of an X-ray done of the original Seamaster 300 CK2913, so that they could match the watch. They could match the original to make this one. Now, it isn't just a vintage clone. This watch has been it has been based on a vintage watch, but given all the modern technology and all the modern goodies. And you can see it all here. So it's the caliber 8806, a 55-hour power reserve with 35 joules, with a frequency of 25,200 beats per hour. Absolutely phenomenal watch. And all of this information is in here, and they've gone to extraordinary lengths to show you their watch and show you the quality of what they're selling. This is the art of selling a product. Not stopping there, Amiga, again, have gone to the extra lengths. They give you a travel case. And now this travel case is so that you can wear, if you're on holiday, you can wear your GMT. Today I'm wearing the Rolex GMT Master 2 Batman on the Oyster bracelet. You can wear your GMT on the aeroplane. This can be in your hand luggage. You can have your Amiga Seamaster in the pouch here. You've got the strap changing tool here. In this little compartment, you've got a little leather strap, and in this compartment, you've got a Nato strap. So you get on holiday, and if you're going out for a formal meal, you can put a leather on. If you're going to be on the beach and chilling out, you can put the Nato on, or of course, you can just wear it on the bracelet. These are the details that Amiga have focused on. So they don't just give you a quality product in the watch, they give you a quality product in the packaging, they give you the details of the watches, they give you all the information and all the reasons why somebody would buy their product. And I really appreciate Amiga and the efforts that they go to do this. Now, other brands, and I won't name any brands because I'm not gonna slag any brands off here, but other brands will often not put this level of attention to detail into their branding, and it often relates down to the dealers. So if you haven't, if the watch, and let's say for instance it was a Rolex Submariner. You have a Rolex Submariner in a display case in an authorised dealer. You do not have to sell that watch. The salesman can be the laziest salesman in the world, and he will sell that watch 20 times a day, easily, because it is a very hyped watch. It's very well marketed. Rolex have done incredible marketing on that watch, and they can allow their authorised dealers to be a little bit more on the lazy side because the clever branding has already been done. Amiga, on the other hand, their authorised dealers will sell the watch. They know how to sell you the product. And when I say that, I don't mean that they're pushy salesmen. What I mean is that they will tell you all the information about the watch. They will spare you the time of day. They will give you the drinks. They will give you the authorised dealer experience. In my experience, purchasing from an Amiga boutique or authorised dealer is a far more pleasant experience than purchasing from some of the higher end authorised dealers, such as Rolex in particular. As many of you know, that followers of the channel know that I have a particular issue with Rolex authorised dealers because of the way I've been treated in the past. And you know, it wasn't a pleasant experience, and I've only got good things to say about Amiga and many other brands. They've all been fantastic. Rolex just happens to be a particular one that I had a disagreement with and fell out with, you know, some years ago. I still absolutely love their watches, but the authorised dealers, not so much. So what I'm trying to say is this is the lost art. Displaying their products and showing product pride and showing pride in their products, pride in what they do, pride in their history and their heritage. This is something that Amiga do exceptionally well. A lot of people think that this is overkill. They think it's tacky. I completely disagree. The fact that Amiga will reissue this watch from 1957 is saying that Amiga are innovating all the time. Amiga could have quite easily made this watch and made mild adjustments to it over the years, you know, whether it be update the bezel, update the movement, and so on and so forth. Amiga could have done that, much like Rolex has with the Submariner. It'd be easy for Amiga just to sit there with one watch and change it over time and not do a great deal with it. That's very, very easy. Instead, what Amiga have done is Amiga have made a point of they are a brand that are innovating all the time. They're coming up with new movements. They're coming out with new technologies. So what Amiga have done is they've left the Amiga Seamaster 300 1957 back in the day. You know, this watch is ancient. Their modern version is completely different to this watch. But Amiga recognises their history, they recognise their heritage, and they've said, do you know what? We're really proud of what we've done. Let's redo that watch with the modern tech, and we will launch it as a reissue. So with Amiga, you've got innovation as well as they are looking after the heritage as well. And these two watches, the Speedmaster and the Seamaster, go to show that. They're proud of their products, and I really appreciate the brand for what they offer. I have a feeling this video will be a controversial video because people have different feelings on this, and Amiga is a brand that people either love to death, like myself. I'm not sponsored by Amiga. I'm not paid to do these watch reviews. These are my personal watches, and I adore Amiga far over than what I do Rolex. You know, I love Rolex. I own them. I've got Rolexes myself, but Amiga to me is the, you know, if there was to be a brand that would best describe me and best suit me, I would say Amiga would be it. Among other brands, you know, I'm also a massive fan of Tudor and Breitling, and you know, there's plenty of other brands that I enjoy, but Amiga is the one that I would say is true to me. So you know, I am probably slightly biased towards the brand, but all I know is that if you go and you purchase one of these watches, this is the display, this is the effort that Amiga have gone to. You go and purchase, again, using the Rolex Submariner as an example, you've got a green box, which isn't of the best quality. You've got an outer box and an outer sleeve. You've got a swing tag, some stickers, and a bezel protector, and some warranty cards. That's about it. That's all you're getting. There's no paperwork. There's no Rolex aren't telling you anything particularly useful about the watch. They give you some instructions, but they don't give you any of the background, any of the heritage, any of the history. They're just basically giving you the watch and saying, there you go, you know. They've put minimal effort. And quite often, now not just Rolex, a lot of brands, their authorized dealers are also putting the minimal effort in because, in my opinion, the art of the salesmanship has gone. If you look at Rolex back in the 90s, 90s, 80s, 70s, and way back in history, when Rolex was selling you a watch, Rolex was selling it with a booklet that was showing you some history. It was showing you, whether if it was a Rolex GMT, it was showing you the pilot sat in the cockpit. It was showing you the functions of the GMT. It was telling you about the GMT when it was launched, etc. So Rolex were doing this. What Amiga are doing here, Rolex were doing this back in the day, but they have since stopped, and it's not something they're doing. And I think it's a lost art, and I think it's something that unfortunately is disappearing. And it's not just Rolex, it's many brands. I'm thankful that Amiga are one of the brands that keep this level of commitment to the consumer, to giving the consumer. Amiga could quite easily just you know, put this watch in a little box and say, there you go, you know, there's an Amiga Seamaster 300, well done. It's a beautiful watch, you know, thanks for shopping with us. They could do that quite easily, but they don't. They go the extra mile and they give you all this instead, and I really appreciate what they do. So let me know what you guys think. This is by no means a professional display. This is by no means a professional video. It's not sponsored by anybody. It's not in conjunction with anybody. It is just my opinion. And this is why I do YouTube, because I enjoy to share my opinion and I like to hear yours. And please tell me what you guys think about it in the comments. You know, if I'm wrong, I am really willing to listen and to learn. So I would love to hear what you guys think. Check out my other videos. I have reviewed quite a lot of videos, and obviously I do live streams, etc. So check out my other videos, subscribe to the channel, leave me a like if you like the content. If you don't, fair enough, leave me a thumbs down, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care everyone, and thank you for watching.